All right, hey, good morning, everybody. And we are now back on the power grid. It was like 9:17, and all of a sudden the power went out in Oldsmar. And all the neighbors, we always go out there, is your power out? Is your power out? Because you never know if you didn't pay your power bill. And just to prove it, I have a power outage map. And look at right here, Tampa Electric. We had 925 people out of power up to 10:03. I was one of them. So anyway, there's Louie. He was laying around. What's cooking, everybody? We'll say hi's, and then we'll talk about the weather. We got a rainy day in Florida, Oldsmar too. We just had our first line of tropical rains come through here, actually. So say hi, Louie. I got my Mountain Dew here. I watched the NASCAR race last night. It was a late night, but my man did good. Brad Keselowski. I don't know if you got any NASCAR fans, but what about Chase Elliott coming in for tires with 2 laps to go? That was silly, huh? What's up, Terry? So anyway, lazy day. Yep, holiday weekend. I changed up my graphics a little bit. Remembering all of our heroes in the military for sure today. And NASCAR did a great job last night, for sure, with their live coverage of the event for Memorial Day. Even had a flyover. So, I always say Keselowski. Keselowski, I'm not sure. Do you know he came to our campsite and had a beer a couple years ago? He and Ryan Blaney. It was pretty funny. But anyway, all right, what's cooking? Got a lot of people checking in. Yeah, James, I don't know, man. That was big. Crashalowski. I don't know about that, Roy. Holy moly. All right, so we got to talk about the weather and not a lot of change, I guess. Tropics are still sniffing out first week of June. We're going to go over that. Worried about the launch, Kim. Yes, I know we got to worry about that launch here. So I think the timing of this thing is going to pull up and maybe allow Florida to have a window to launch. So we'll take a look. All right, let's take a look at the radar. What's cooking? So I screwed around a little bit on my site here and added National Weather Service radar, just trying to make sense of it all, because they do indicate watches and warnings very well on the National Weather Service radar. So here's out of Miami. All this stuff spiraling in. The West Coast is barely getting anything. We're getting one right now here in Oldsmar. Several inches down in the Keys, though, 4, 5, 6, 7 inches reported in spots already, and this is kind of circling around. We got a big cluster down here, though, and this is going to be rolling in. The Storm Prediction Center has still got a threat here for storms on southeast parts of Florida. So there it is, a big blob. Hey, Casper, what's cooking? What's up, Stephanie? So just big rainy mess. Even though some of the tropical models hinted we could have a little depression out of this thing, NHC never pulled the trigger, and it's just a lot of shear down this way right now. And I know. Well, all this, we just got a lot of. We got some dry air here on the West Coast, and all this stuff's just spinning around. Definitely getting hit hard in South Florida right now. So anyway, hey Casper, yep, there you go. Pacific's getting a little hot. So again, here's your Atlantic side. No tropical activity in 5 days. We're looking at these maps very soon. They'll update them daily in 6 days from now. These will be updated every 6 hours. All right. There you go, Jerry. Yep. So, all right, let's take a look at some future radar and take a look at what we got going on. We got also some flooding concerns here for middle U.S. Don't want to forget about our friends in Texas. They actually, I posted this morning. See, we do have a little tropical. Some of our tropical models have definitely woke up on this spot. So, nothing to stress about. It's just it's that time of the year. And then here's our Pacific system getting a little tropical love. And looking at this graphic here shows our first week of June, how we're going to have a moist setup here down in the Central America region, and that's where we're possibly seeing a crossover system come across and be something to watch. So we're going to go into that here in just a little bit. But in the short term, here's your 5-day rain forecast. Okay, all this rain in Texas today is slowly going to inch itself towards the Mississippi region here, and there is a little concern of some flooding in this general upper Gulf Central U.S. the next several days. Here's our 5-day rains here for Florida, and all this energy is going to AJ, what's up, man? What's up there, Anthony from Holiday? I used to live in Holiday. Yeah, Bill, I showed that this morning. We had a pretty nasty look. In fact, I was looking at the lightning map this morning, and you can see it bowing right here. Look at that. So that's a pretty hefty duty line right there. Lightning popping going into Louisiana right now. So very little lightning over here in East Florida. All this, we got an upper level trough that's firing a lot of this activity down in Cuba. And even though it looks blobbish, it's not necessarily tropical blobbish. Here's another look here. The satellite. This is on DuPage website. It's a great satellite site. A couple things that I did have some people message me, and this little spinach out here by North Carolina, that was our mid-level low that we watched last week. Remember all that low-level stuff? Well, it finally did escape off the northeast coast this weekend, and it's drifting southward. And you can really see it well on satellite. So I can show you that, but there's no convection with it. It's more of a mid-level low, but it's definitely got classic spinach here. And here's that big blob down here in Florida. We got some, broad level spin going on here. Nothing organized. And here's our Texas front. So I wanted to show that one there. Kind of cool. There's that again. So let's see what you guys are saying. So yeah, relentless rain. Houston, yep, you got it. In fact, let's show the radar. It looked like it rolled in through you guys. Here's severe. Let's take a look at that too. But here's the radar going through Texas. This line right here kind of getting pulled up northeastward, and it's entering into Louisiana right now. So that's the big storms. Got some storms in lower Louisiana this morning for Whitney. We talked about this a couple days ago, Whitney, right? If you're in there. Hey, Todd, yeah, you had a big storm. Look at that. You guys have been getting a lot of hail. Hail. Here's today's storm look, by the way. All right, so this is what's happening. Here's that South Florida we got to watch today. We got these squall lines that come in off of the Atlantic in the warm Gulf Stream. Definitely have rotation in a lot of these. There was a couple possible tornadoes yesterday touchdown. And they talk about it. Let's see what they say. Southern Florida, tornado cannot be ruled out. So that's throughout today. And let's look at some radar, short post radar. Hey, cool. What's up, Sailor Sean? Thanks. I'll take a look at that. Only a drizzle in Bronson. Hey, Kathy. Yeah, one thing about these rain forecasts, you could drive yourself crazy because it doesn't always rain everywhere. And some people get it and some people don't. That is your wisdom of the day right there. Some people get it, some people don't. But let's look at some short-term radar here. This is through the next several hours. Let's go to the 12Z model run. This is a little longer. So this is this one estimated radar map. We'll look at a couple. This is going through the morning hours. Here's noontime. See, we still got big old cluster down here. Here's tonight. Still got clusters of storms down south. These are daytime heating. These are the ones we're going to watch later today that could be a little strong. But this is 4 o'clock tonight. And then we go into, let's say, midnight hour. Things get a little drier. But here's what happens on Tuesday. Look, our low pressure is spinning somewhere right here. And slowly pulls on out of here. Look at that. We got some bandage here. The band is getting back together at Daytona. Look. A little spinach. And we're going to have some tail end squall lines trying to roll in. See that? Look at that. So tomorrow, we can have some more of these rain. This is due tomorrow night. So this is the next 2 days. I just rewound it. You just went back to the future. Doc. So next couple days, let's look a little longer. Well, since we're on the NAM, let's look at the whole United States real quick. Let's see what everybody's going to get for the next 2 days. And then we'll look at, oh, that's the euro. We don't want to look at euro. We want to look at HRRRR. R. It's a pirate ship model. All right, so let's see what everybody's going to get, because not everybody lives in Florida. So here we go. Just slowly roll it together. This is due today. This is tonight. So here's tonight, 7 o'clock. Louisiana, upwards, Oklahoma, Arkansas. There's that rain. This is the slow, lingering rains that's going to be happening. So here's Tuesday morning. Another batch of rain for South Texas tomorrow morning. Look at that. Another early morning storm cluster for Texas tomorrow morning. Look at that. This is 4 or 5 in the morning. And then we get through tomorrow. Just kind of scattered rains throughout this region here. So let's put on the longer range high res model and go into Wednesday. See here's that big. All right, so here's our low pulling north. This is Tuesday afternoon. So whatever tropical low we have in Florida, this is what we talked about yesterday, still pulling its way towards the Carolinas, Georgia, Tuesday night. So lingering rains through Tuesday, but then Wednesday morning, look at that. We get a little patch of dry. I'm telling you, Wednesday might be okay. Might be. So let's hope. So I think Wednesday, most of that heavy stuff's going to be out of here. It's through Wednesday. So whatever's tropical we got down here in Florida is actually, we talked about it yesterday a lot. It's still trending its way towards the East Coast here. And then we have a midweek front coming in that's going to push it out. So we can see that here also on the surface charts. And then we'll see what you guys are saying. Carolina Beach Thursday, Dawn. I think you got rain rolling in. Hey, Sherry, you're welcome. Thank you. What's up, Jason? Hey, I like your avatar, Jason. Look, Mountain Dew. I do the Diet Dew. Hey, Stephanie, that's a lot of rain for Naples. Some people were complaining they didn't get any rain in Naples, but it looks like you got rain. So let's talk about the front coming for Dawn here. The rest of the week weather. So, all right, so here is tomorrow. Well, later tonight, basically. Late tonight. But there's our little low pressure. Here's the next front. So this low pressure basically, here's the synopsis for the next 3-4 days. So this low pressure pulls up midweek, clears on out of here to Florida hopefully Tuesday. Looks like Wednesday it's going to be more Carolinas. The same time frame this front's going to be coming, and it's going to kind of just push everything on out. So the rains are coming. There's your low pressure. This is tomorrow night. There's our low. Right over top of Florida. Heaviest stuff's going to be up on the eastern side. Shear, a lot of shear. There's our little low. Actually showing a little closed isobar over Jacksonville. Look at that. 10-12. And here is Wednesday day. Look at that. There's our front. Slowly mover. And then it finally, here we go. It really gets things juicy. This is more Friday. So Wednesday, tropical rains along the East Coast. Thursday could be a little dry dawn, but it looks like this front comes in time for Friday and maybe the weekend. Then it's on out of here Saturday, it looks like. So anyway, that's the next weather news. So it looks like lots of rain Friday through this area right here. Anyway, all right. So, yeah, we can talk some models. All right, so that's it. All right, so no tropicalness out of this yet. You know, we did have some European ensembles showing tropical possibility, and UK models showed possible tropical depression, but nothing from the NHC to worry about. Even if it was, it'd still be a rainmaker. So there's that. That's what we're watching. We'll see what it does today. Again, tornado can't be ruled out. South Florida, as these squall lines come in off of the Atlantic. And let's zoom in a little closer to Florida one more time just to show that threat. So I saw a stat today. Miami had the largest rain total yesterday since Irma, 2017. So they've had a lot of rain down in Miami. Let's see. Let's see if there's any tornado parameters popping up. A little bit. This is one little model the HRR's got, showing where you could possibly have some tornadoes. That's kind of linked in with supercell maps. But primarily the threats, even Bahamas over that way. You guys, we have a lot of fans of Bahamas, so not meaning to leave you guys up. Monday. Hey, Jason. What's up, buddy? You're going to Claremont right now? I don't know, man. It's not looking good. It's going to be very spotty rains throughout the day. Bostow. I'm afraid it's just going to be hit or miss. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, I don't know. The rain, this is all the rains today coming, buddy. Noontime, we're going to have some bands coming up. 4 o'clock, so, won't be much lightning with these, so they could play in the rain. That's a good thing. Hey, Maria, 2 a.m. tornado. Hey, Iris, yep, Texas, you got ready. We got more overnight storms coming for southern Texas overnight tomorrow morning. SpaceX, I know, AJ, I think there's a good chance it'll be all right. Yep, Wednesday's definitely looking dry. Look at that. So that's Wednesday. This is all Wednesday rains. This tail end stuff getting pulled up. So that's good. All right, let's take a look at some models here on Tropical Tidbits. Hey, Dane. Yep, rain in Claremont. Bummer. Florida Panhandle, Nancy. Yeah, well, guess what? You might get a little bit of this frontal rain Thursday, Friday, but not this rain that they're seeing right now. Yeah, I don't think. Let's take a look at the Panhandle. This rain we're watching today is not going to make it that way. So realistically, there's that next front kind of coming through. So really, spotty stuff. This tomorrow. This is the heart of our tropical blob, and the next front comes through Thursday. That's that front that's going to juice things up here. Eastern parts. So there's leftover tropical Florida stuff, and here's our next front. Kind of hard to tell, but it looks like your next big chance of rain is going to be Thursday. Maybe tomorrow a little bit as this passes by, but not really. So, all right. So let's look at some models before I lose everybody. This is Tropical Tidbits. And hey, Sheila Ross, 40% chance, huh? Yeah, I don't know if they take into account wind. Obviously wind could be an issue on the tail end of this thing. I would think the heaviest winds would be to the north though. So light winds tomorrow or Wednesday. So winds won't be a factor. There's the heart of our tropical thingy on Wednesday 2 p.m. up this way. Whatever it becomes or is or does. You'll get the heaviest winds on the Outer Banks, southern Outer Banks, Thursday morning ish. So so there's that. All right, so here's the GFS. Let's take a look at this. So yesterday the European model came out and it jumped on board with this crossover energy, and the overnight model backed off, but there's still plenty of ensembles suggesting that there's a chance. And the GFS and the CMC are both still hinting that we're going to see low pressure here developing within 10 days now. So, Greta, as long as you're not holding a dozen eggs, to the dew. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I don't know. Coffee wasn't working this morning. Tropical tidbits right here, William. We're doing it right now, buddy. All right, so long range tropic watching. That's what we do here. We've been talking a lot about this general area down here, and the GFS and the CMC are back on board with this crossover. Now, Casper mentioned that the spot here, let's see, that's 2 days. Where's 5 days? Here's 5 days. Okay, there's 5 day. All right, so there you go. Pacific's getting a little fired up. And what our models have been hinting at, this is May 30th, that it could get pulled upwards and possibly reform into a big blob. But this is June. Let's go back to June 2nd. So this is June 2nd, basically right here. Now, the models have been showing whatever comes in the Pacific crossing up a little bit more to the west in the Bay of Campeche or here, but the models are still showing it. And like I said, this is within 10 days now. This is like 8 days. So, and models start to become a little more confident. Here's the CMC. So what the CMC does, this is what the Euro did yesterday. Pacific Energy gets pulled up, or this is what the Euro showed got pulled up. CMC is showing the general low pressure area here. We're going to see the same as yesterday. But this is what the Euro was saying yesterday. It was going to pull up. So this pattern that we're watching, see it kind of move up on the CMC. CMC kind of dissolves a little bit, but that general thinking is it's going to get pulled up. And then there's our low pressure June 3rd, and it's kind of hanging there. So they, not a lot of confidence yet, but it's getting a little more confident when models are not swaying away from that general thinking. So that's why I got my eye on it. GFS and CMC. And the Navy model has been doing it a lot too. The European this time around did nothing. It did, however, show our Pacific storm within 10 days. And what it showed yesterday was the same spot, but it had it cross over. So that possibility is there. So that's that. Hey, what's up? Somebody asked a question on Mika. Yeah, I've read a lot about that. I don't know enough about that with the planes. I know, upper winds are huge with steering currents and moisture. I know these storms in the Gulf have blown up a lot more this year than in the past with these squall lines, and a lot of that could be maybe moisture content not being correctly, reported, and there's been plenty of fuel in that Gulf. The last couple months, we've seen these squall lines, so it's interesting discussions that I've read. But so anyway, hey, yeah, Robert, yep, been consistent. So there's that. The other little area too we've talked about a bunch is this little low pressure system that might pop up beforehand, or kind of the same time frame, but more a day or two ahead. But there's an outside chance we're going to see low pressure get close to Bermuda, and not any serious formation. Just that is still on the plate here as a possibility. So that's that. So Bermuda could get a little rain out of that. Timing on that would be first weekend of June again, June 1 and 2. That we could have a little bit of something that way. All right, so let's take a look at the ensembles. We have several different sites you can look at ensembles. We can look at Weather Nerds. This is we use Tropical Tidbits and Weather Nerds. Weather Nerds has a good ensemble map we can take a look at here. Actually, we'll look at his here, and then we'll look at Levi's for GFS. So we'll share the love. All right, so we're gonna take a look at the overnight European ensembles and see what they say. What's up, Jamie? What's up, Lynn? Hey, Palm Harbor. You got raindrops in Palm Harbor. Cool. My mom and dad live in Palm Harbor. I grew up in Palm Harbor. I went to Palm Harbor Middle School. So, 04 repeat. A lot of people referencing 04-05 season that we're being compared to. Let's take a look here what they got, if they have any ensembles or not. And this one didn't show. Let's see, tracks on, lows on. Well, I want to do that here. I haven't really figured out his site as well. Casper, yep. Soaked and Stewart. This one's not really. Alright. Not doing that one very well. So let's go back to my trusty weather models one here. Alright, so let's go to the Gulf. And so generally speaking, the same time frame just past the first part of June. So here's what we got. So high confidence of something Pacific here. This is May 31st. Here's all the little squiggly lines from our little low pressure system down here. I mean, the Euro was being tricked by models, but we had some ensembles saying, hey, there's a little low pressure by Florida. But anyway, here's our crossover possibility. Kind of goes up here, and there's still a few members that are showing general pull through. Not a lot, but enough to keep talking about it. That was on the Euro. And yesterday's run was a little more higher confidence. So here is that. Let's do Southwest Atlantic, Caribbean. There's Caribbean. All right, so this is just the cluster of possibility for tropical development, and it's very consistent either side. There you go. So what else cooking? All right. Let's see. No, I did not. I will have to go read that. Hey, Kathy, American flags. Yep, looks good. What else we got? Anything else questions-wise? But yeah, so this kind of rainy, blah day here. Julie's working. Emily was up 1 o'clock playing Fortnite. But we got softball coming, so back to normal soon. I actually got to watch a NASCAR race with a friend last night, Joe. We went to Wing House and watched most of the race. Then I got to watch the end of the race here at home. And I still cannot believe Chase Elliott got tires with 2 laps to go. I mean, damn if you do, damn if you don't. But Catherine, I think that all the conditions are very favorable for storms this season. Excuse me. Early in the season, rarely do you get a strong hurricane early in the season because there's a lot of upper level winds, a lot of shear, and the water's not that very hot. So everything we're talking about right now is not what we'll see August and September, October. Unfortunately, that time of the year, many long range models are predicting favorable conditions for development, and that's what we got to watch. Lower shear, higher moisture prediction, warmer water, all that stuff. So yeah, I'll read it. Let's see. Jupiter. Yeah, well, the pretty much the whole east coast of Florida here, and these storms are going to be building off the Atlantic throughout the day, so it's definitely going to be nasty on the east coast today. Cindy, I hope it does. I don't think rain's going to be a factor. Helena, yep, I heard the Keys. I saw some rain totals for the Keys, and it looks like there's still a few more little pockets out here developing. So I don't think it's over yet for you guys. Jason, I don't know yet, man. I might be fun. All right, so all kinds of marine advisories, obviously. Not a good day to be out in the boat. Nope. No boat day. All right, so a couple more things. Let's look at some flood potential maps. This is still valid today. I mean, there's Texas rains we've been talking about, the slow lingering front, and then of course Florida, which rarely gets these moderate alerts. So definitely a flood potential for the east coast of Florida. Maria, I don't think so. I think we're gonna. I don't think we're gonna have persistent rains here on the west coast of Florida, but it's gonna be cloudy and just hit or miss on these storms. I mean, I think they're gonna cross the state a little bit more. We just had one roll through here. It was pretty tropical-ish. So just hit or miss, West Coast is hit or miss. I mean, still South Florida, we're getting clusters here showing up. I mean, there's the Keys again. This is tonight. Look at that. This is 10 o'clock tonight. So South Florida's still going to get some storms, it looks like, overnight hours. I mean, this thing's still got fuel, and this is midnight-ish, so. Heavy stuff, I don't think we're going to get inches of rain on the West Coast. I think we'll get spotty rains, but enough to spoil any sun and fun plans. Yeah, isolating in Florida today. Well, let's see. Hey, Steven, that's a good one. That, I don't know. I'll have to do some homework on that one. Yeah, you can always cook in the rain, Misha. South Carolina, hello. You're gonna get this. You're gonna get this stuff in South Carolina on Thursday, maybe Wednesday. Wednesday going into Thursday. All this that we're watching in Florida is going to make it up to the Carolinas, and then you have a front coming Thursday, Friday. So you get like a double whammy of rains coming for you guys in the Carolinas. So this thing is just going to be kind of a blob of rain. Nothing organized. I mean, hey, tell the NHC highlights it. I'm not going to hype about it. There's no sign of tropical development. That's good news. So. Tornado threats, Jesse. Yeah, they did talk about tornado threats down in Florida. Yes, and Kristen, we actually have a couple more days. I think their Zooms are over. Emily's got a science project. Hey Jesse, yep, I'll show you some stuff. But anyway, so South Carolina, North Carolina, all this rain kind of trickles your way. Let me find out where. All right, so there you go. This is Tuesday. All right, here's tomorrow morning. So actually might get there earlier than said. So you can start getting it tomorrow. See, that's our low pressure pulling up. And then Wednesday. So actually, South Carolina tomorrow, this timing is sped up a little bit. So I'm kind of rewinding and fast forwarding it. But this is that general low pressure right here. And as we get in, this is tomorrow noon tomorrow. So there you go. So the rains are going to be inching on your doorsteps tomorrow morning. And then tomorrow afternoon into Wednesday action. And then the big front comes more Friday-ish. So Thursday is not so bad for the Carolinas Thursday, but Friday the big front comes. So Savannah, you're going to get some rain out of this later today overnight into Tuesday morning. So as this thing trickles north, look at that. You're going to get some rain. Not sure how heavy you're going to get, but overnight hours. It's been real consistent with this general like northeast push. Michael, I think I saw you say that. I don't know, man. It's impossible to predict who gets what, man. It's just, if all the conditions are right, we could get it. I mean, Michael was so close. Charlie was so close. It's all that one little degree of turn here or there. The worst case scenario for Tampa would be to our north and all that water being pushed into the bay. That's my worst case scenario outlook. Storm passing to the south. You're not going to get near the wind or rain. So, Tampa Bay's worst case scenario would be a storm coming just to the north. But, man, So, anyway. Yeah, Jonathan English, what's up, buddy? So the Storm Prediction Center did talk about a threat of tornadoes today. So, there's no tornado watch, but they did mention isolated, strong, severe, tornado can't be ruled out. So this is for South Florida. And those are definitely, when you get these bands coming in off of the Atlantic. So it's, stormy day. Stormy day. All right, what else cooking? So, hey, thanks there, Melanie, for the stars. What's up, Miranda? Me too. What's up, Sandy Snodgrass? Jonathan Mitchell, big weather dude up north. So, yeah. So we're long range watching the model. Still curious on our within 10-day window here. I'm starting to see a little more chatter on it online, and we'll just keep watching. We'll see what the afternoon Euro shows. But Navy model, which isn't really a great model, but GFS and CMC highlighting almost the exact same spot. And the Euro, you see now the Euro ensembles are showing general low pressure. So even though the operational run didn't show it, it's still showing lowering pressures here. So Euro has not 100% backed off the idea. So anyway, what's up? Hey, what's up, Kiki? Thanks, Casper. What's up, Heather, Savannah? So, all right. Anything else more specific? I'm gonna try to get my second wind here. Oh, I didn't even turn my light on today. That's a problem. Look, I got this new fancy light. Watch this. Let there be light. Poof! Holy crap. So we lost our power, so all the settings are lost. So now I got to redo it all. Oof. It really gets bright. So, yeah. So we had a power outage here in Oldsmar, and I'm late to the party. But Jupiter. What are you talking about, Jupiter? Is that Jupiter, Florida? I assume you're talking Florida, right? You said you were from Jersey. Jupiter Inlet. I always like to put on the map what we're talking about. So there's Jupiter. But yeah, this will be long gone for this weekend. All right, anything else going? Pouring in Winter Park. Yeah, man, we got rain all over the state. Some are getting it, some are not. That's typical, right? But heavy, pretty heavy rains. All this stuff throughout the day. We'll have to see where they set up. We're gonna have popcorn storms here, which I talk about so many times. I love growing up in Florida and seeing these little quick tropical bursts of rain come through. And there you go. Hey, Steve, yep, we got more rain coming. Teresa, how about low pressure? Haven't really looked too hard honestly, at the weekend because we had a little bit of tropical talk. But, nah, I don't see anything. We got a front coming through. Let's take a look. A couple models here. This is Tropical Tidbits. Zoom in a little closer, and we'll look at the rain. All right, so this is pretty cool. This shows you the rain. You can see it spinning its way up towards the East Coast here, Georgia, Carolina tomorrow, North Carolina. Boom, boom, boom. Here's our slow, lingering midweek front Wednesday, and there, look at that big old rain. So we talked to somebody asked about the Panhandle. Look at that. There, that frontal line. That's pretty juicy. There's a chance that's that front coming through on Thursday. And then the weekend, I don't know. There's really nothing organized this weekend. So this weekend doesn't look bad. But that's some pretty big rain totals possibly for... I'm about ready to throw away all the rain total maps because they've all been so screwed up. But anyway, there's your rainfall totals for the tip of the Panhandle. There's a chance that's 2, 3, 4 inches maybe. So, all right. So what else is cooking? Hey, Coast South Carolina, Missy, you got rains coming tomorrow. They should be at your doorstep in the morning, maybe definitely noontime. What's up, Peter Clark? Morning. Hey, Don. Yep, you have leftover Florida tropical thingy-majingy pushing your way late Tuesday into Wednesday, and then you got a big front coming Friday. Maybe a little rain Thursday, but the big front comes through Friday with some rains, and then everything kind of clears out for the weekend. So that's good news. But we can look at some weekend stuff here. Day 6 would be, this is Saturday. So here's Saturday forecast, some lingering rains. I mean, your Friday forecast, lots of rains coming in for the East Coast. Saturday, there could still be some lingering rains along the coast. And then Sunday, things are almost out of here. So that's the story this week. Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday. Sunday. Remember the old Dodge commercial? Sunday. That thing got a Hemi in it. I used to love that. YouTube, Sunday. There we go. I think it was a dot. I thought it was a commercial. Maybe it wasn't. Dodge Sunday. Let's try this one. No, but this, I don't know, Sunday. I thought it was, but then we used to have this one. That thing got a Hemi. Sweet. I actually had a Dodge Ram.
The all-new Dodge Ram Heavy Duty.
Yeah. That's funny. Anyway. Went on a tangent there. Sorry about that. Memories. I'm a sucker for commercials. That's why I got into marketing. I love marketing. All right. Anything else cooking? Tallahassee on Thursday. Oh, boy. Well, the timing of this front, I'd just be watching. It's pretty hard right now. Hey, what's up, Paul Jeanette? It's a little tough right now to know exact timing of this front coming across. But Thursday could be wet for Tallahassee. So, all right, what else cooking? Kayaking. Yeah, it might be a little windy out there. So, nothing's new, Christy. We're watching Florida Rains. We're watching long range tropics. Still popping up. Maybe some energy down by Central America. And that's it. Anything else going? Sheila, you like your Ram? Yeah, I had two of them. I actually bought an 03 Ram and then I bought an 05 Ram. The same color. Black. What was I thinking? Then I did the same thing and then I went to a Tundra. And then we bought... So I was in like every 2 years it seemed like. So then we bought a 05. Well, no, we didn't have a truck for a while. We bought an Explorer. That's when we thought we were going to have kids. And then I had a Tundra, and then we had a couple Fords, and then now I have a Chevy. So I'm all over the place. We even had a Dodge Magnum. Remember those things? My wife drove the Dodge Magnum. Now she drives a Dodge Charger. She gets the hot rod. She's got a 392 Hemi. Hey, Craig, North Carolina, you're going to get heavy rain. Well, you're going to get spotty rains from this starting maybe late tomorrow and through Wednesday. And then the big front comes Thursday, Friday, maybe lingering for you on Saturday. So there is a pretty rainy front coming. So you got two different weather systems to watch. You got this blob here heading your way tomorrow night into Wednesday, and then a little break Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, the big front comes through, brings in a lot of rain. So Clearwater, Pat, it's going to be very spotty rains today, very isolated. I mean, you can see radar here. We got a couple of them popping up. So you're going to get quick moving rains today. Hard to predict who gets what, but obviously the East Coast is getting a lot more. All this will be lasting through tomorrow. Tomorrow things definitely start to wind down. The only thing that I'm seeing tomorrow is we're gonna get the tail end of the front or spin here. We're gonna get these little popcorn storms coming in off of the Gulf tomorrow. So the rain chances tomorrow are still going to be there tomorrow. So boating would be very questionable along the Florida West Coast because we're seeing lingering rains still coming in. Let's look at that. See if the HRR. No, man, it still hasn't been updated. What's up with that? We can look at. I always have a quick link right here for Levi's, but. So tomorrow, this is HRR. We're not going to get very far on this one, so we'll go to the NAM 3KM. So here's tomorrow. Tomorrow morning. All right, so tomorrow morning. So here's the scoop. Tomorrow morning, our low pressure is going to be Daytona-ish, and there's our spinach. And the rains are definitely going to be winding down tomorrow. Now we're going to get all these little trickle rains throughout the day tomorrow, rolling in off of the Gulf. These are going to be what's the storyline tomorrow, are these quick-moving popcorn storms, they call them. So we'll have periods of sun, storm, rain, repeat. And then by Wednesday, I'm telling you, Wednesday, things are looking pretty good. There's that low pressure going up through the Carolinas. This is through Wednesday. So there's some pretty, depending on where this sucker goes up. Yesterday we had it going more over to the east, but if this thing decides to go straight due north, Wednesday we could have more inland rains from it. And you can see little tight isobars there, as it goes northward. This would be Wednesday morning. And then our next front's developing right here and coming across. So anyway, all right, what else is cooking? Hey, Jim. I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna have periods of rain. So, New Smyrna, you getting wet? Oh man, we got some car talk here. Steve, you got a Harley Davidson Supercharged. There you go. Hey, Jim. A little tired today. This is like the NASCAR race kept me up. Plus, it might have been the night before drinking in the driveway. A little too much. I think the hangovers take a little longer to kick in the older you get. So, all right, cool. Any last minute little things here we can chit chat about? Jacksonville, Kim. Yep, you got rain rolling in soon. This low pressure system, you can get some. So tomorrow morning you get some heavy rain still. So tomorrow morning this has been real consistent. Our low pressure is going to be popping off the East Coast tomorrow, and tomorrow morning we could have some pretty good little coastal rains along middle eastern Florida there, and then our rains tomorrow morning stretching up into Georgia and Savannah. And throughout the day tomorrow, it's tomorrow noonish, and then a little spinach here, huh? Little spinach. And still nothing tropical yet, so that's the good news. Nothing to worry about. It looks tropical. It is tropical, but it's not crayon-worthy tropical. Let's see, Jim. 2:30 cooking starts. Oh my gosh. I don't know. It's going to be close. I'd go for it, you know. The rains are quick on our side. Very quick. All right, there's 2 o'clock. This is the latest HRR. Just came out. 2 o'clock. Look at that. You got a window. So if you want to go all in on this one model run, Jim, you have a 3 or 4 hour window of no rain. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock rock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, right? All right, let's go. Steve, yeah, no. What's up? What, Shelly? Seriously, what? Yeah, Sheila Wallace. We're watching that launch window. I don't see the rain. I'm telling you, we talked a lot about this yesterday. This thing's going to be long gone Wednesday, so that's good. Long gone. Yeah, man, Mike. What's up, Mike? Yeah, it's nasty. Okay. I think we're doing a steak, Julie said. I steak and a salad. Then we're supposed to have Bloody Marys with a neighbor across the street. So this, big rain's coming all day, man. And again, the Storm Prediction Center mentioning that there is a chance for some pretty strong winds with these and isolated tornadoes. So that's generally the area they're watching, which makes sense. These are these squalls coming in off the Atlantic, a warm Gulf Stream, fueling. Nothing really new on Twitter. Let's take a look real quick. There's Eric Burris. He's got coffee chat in the morning. So if you're in Orlando and you don't know about Eric, he's a good little meteorologist. He does a morning chat too every morning. Coastal Carolina, Shane. Yeah, you got rain rolling in tomorrow night. Things are going to start heating up that way from this whole area is working your way. So Tuesday and Wednesday, depending on where this sucker lines up, you're going to get some windy, wavy, rainy action. So, let's see. Hey, Don. Yeah, what about the Charlotte race last night, man? They did a heck of a job, didn't they? Great. Word is the fans are going to be allowed back soon. We have Talladega tickets. Hopefully. Hey, Palma, I am. Thanks for asking. I'm maintaining pretty well. I did sneak a couple pictures of Miller Lite the other night. But all in all, really good. Hanging in there. Yes, Jim, very good point there. Yes, Memorial Day. It's a day of observing those who are allowing me to do what I do. And so that's why I love the NASCAR race last night. They do a great tribute. As a matter of fact, Brad Keselowski's race car last night was amazing. He won, but look at his paint job. This thing is badass right here. Now, if that is not American, I don't know what it is. I mean, he's spinning his tire. Look at that. Spinning the tires. Got the flag hanging out in the windows. Got the car painted up. Patriotic. So that was a cool sight, man. That's like a great wallpaper. Hey, long range forecast, Rob. Yeah, we talked a lot about that. But you know, the models, you know, we're within 10 days now, and the GFS and the CMC are both highlighting low pressure in the same general area now, 8 days out. So that, you know, we're within 10 days, so we can really start looking closer. The Euro's been all around it, back and forth, but Euro is not the almighty Euro anymore. So, good man, Jim. Yeah, I didn't watch the golf thing, Mike, but I heard it was awesome. They raised $20 million. So, yeah, Telford, how about that race, man? Can you believe Chase? Man, pitting with two laps to go. All right, cool. All right, anything else? What do you got cooking? Anything cooking? Nothing cooking. So, all right. Wow. All right. I was looking at something else. All right. So, there you go. Been about an hour. All right. We talked a lot about weather. That's always good, right? Appreciate that. I guess I can bring Louie over here one more time. Come here, Louie. He's hobbling his way over here. Come here, buddy. We'll say goodbye. Louie's hanging out. There's our boy. He's sniffing the ground. That probably means he's got to go outside. What do you think, buddy? You got to go potty? Well, yeah, dude, Dad. All right, cool. Listen, we'll be doing Ernie Irvan. I love Ernie Irvan, man. Yeah, until he got hurt, Shelly. Yep. He was very aggressive. I loved watching Ernie Irvan. I remember when he took out the field at Darlington and he had to apologize to everybody. Jeff, I think there's a good possibility. Man, you know, there's just a lot of support that we're going to see. You know, all the models are hinting development now on the Pacific side, and a lot of them are having it hug the coast and get pulled north. So, what will be interesting is we can watch. It's not an invest now, I don't believe. No invest. Okay, it's not an invest now. But when it does, we can actually watch the models show it possibly. We'll start to see spaghetti models actually pull north, which is interesting because it's usually a sign of what we could be getting on this side. So that's what we're watching. You know, again, so you know this is kind of in a nutshell here. These are all your ensemble points for the latest GFS, but it's the general thinking. This is June 1st. You know what day June 1st is, right? Hey, Mike Bullen's watching. How's that possible? That's me. But here's all your ensemble, you know, and you know they're just starting to show support that these are all centered different thinking, but you know we could have this is June the 4th. But the general idea is this: there's tropical system down here, the 30th, and the Euro yesterday had it cross over just west of the Yucatan into the bay here. And then the GFS kind of showing the same thing. So that's, you know, that's enough confidence to keep talking about it. This is only 5 days out right here. And the NHC actually is now showing that 5 day out right here. So that's the system. We'll see if it pops over. And there you go. So anyway, you got chicken. You're welcome, Steve. Thanks for watching, man. I like it. I like thinking out loud with everybody because it keeps my brain in tune of what we're looking at for weather-wise. It's hard to keep the whole country on my mind and tropics. And then when we get into the Caribbean, and then it's a lot. But my brain works. Hey, Teresa, what's opening? Hurricane season. You're welcome, George. Hey, Lisa, yeah, Louisiana, you got big rains rolling in the next couple days. Slow moving frontal boundary coming. Hey, Dan, yeah, you had some storms up that way the last few weeks. Nothing on the radar short term. So, all right, rock and roll. All right, well, listen, I'll upload this and then put it on YouTube. Don't forget, you can watch it on YouTube on your app if you have an app, Mike's Weather Page app. You can watch it full screen. All right, be good, everybody. Hey, I'll tune in tomorrow. See you, Jimbo. See you, Sheila. Dawn. You're welcome, Jennifer. What's up, Dan? Oh, Denise, you missed everything. Thank you, John. I think I need a nap. The dew ain't cutting it. Hey, Brent. Yes, I know, man. You guys are getting hammered down there. There you go, Stephanie. Good shirt. I can't find the original artwork for that shirt. Kills me. I want to redo it. I've had people want it. Don't know what happened. But yeah, South Florida rains. That's the story right here. All these rains, and we got them building throughout the night. So still some rounds through this evening into tonight for sure. And they're all basically spiraling in here off the Atlantic. So that's where we're going to see definitely going to see some water spouts, no doubt. Bahamas getting it over Freeport right now. So there you go. This big blobby system spiraling away. No tropical love from the NHC. Thought we'd get a little circle out of it, but we didn't. There you go. All right, cool. All right, hey, listen, I'll be good. Do the do. We'll see you. Have a safe holiday day if you're off. I'm stuck at home. Julie's working, so normal day for us here. Waiting on Mama to get home, and then we'll do some cooking. Hopefully, not in the rain, Jim. All right, yeah, Linda, yours is coming. Be patient. Couple days. You got big rains coming. Couple days. All right, be good, y'all. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Hopefully the power doesn't go out again in Pinellas County. We were out of power here. I was out of power. 900 people were out of power, and I was one of them. So, all right, we'll see you guys. Have a good day.